I just noticed my cousin um, tuned in. He made a chat in the last one saying my microphone was low. It's like, oh shit, I had my microphone too far away from me and I didn't have the cover off of it. But hopefully you can still hear me because it's a pretty good microphone. It is a darn good microphone, and it usually picks up everything in the room. You just have to turn the volume up on your device usually, or your earbuds. I just I, uh, I need to do that, and it's obviously a thing I'm gonna do, especially when I'm gonna start having more people and stuff like that. Maybe I'll get like lapels or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, it's like I still, I'd love to be able to like it's just that's the world we live in. You just can't trust everybody, but you have to show them that there's trustworthy people out there, though. That's why I always make a concerted effort to always tell the truth and always try to be a man of my word no matter what. Like, I always say this too. I always clarify and make sure people understand this. I promise nothing. I just always say I will do my best. You know. Yes, we did, Mom said, billing for wall phones, party lines, checking like cell phones. It's like, no, obviously we didn't like always like look at the phone and check it like a cell phone and whatnot. But like I told that billing full joke to my mom. She was like, "Oh my god, we totally did that." Like connecting people and like or like a couple people all talking at the same time on the same phone. Oh my gosh, things were so much different. It's such a different time. It's the first time I wrote this note: "Beat your hiney." Phone ad to stop beating dog. Singing to Lulu. I mean, that's when people like. I mean, I mean, my cell phone thinks I beat my dog, giving me ads and stuff saying things like my cell phone thinks I beat my dog and my nuts stink. It gives me ads for like deodorant for bad body odor and stuff, but I'm like, uh, I don't have bad body odor for one thing, and how do you know that? It's not like I talk about that stuff and you don't have a nose, so and then I get those ads that say like, "Don't beat your dog. There's other ways to discipline your animal." Blah blah blah. And I'm like, dude, it's because I sing to him. I'm gonna beat your hiney, gonna get your butt. We'll beat your hiney. Let me beat you up. We'll fight you, boy. I'll beat you up. Dumb stuff like that. So stupid. Uh, George Floyd reenactment. Apparently, Crowder or somebody else has done that already. But I'm like, dude, I want to do 3 setups. You know what I mean? Just do it exactly how it was, get me worked up and everything, and then get me on the ground and put the knee on the back of the neck. Do it completely wrong. Do what they said they think happened. Do what actually correctly happened, and do it for all the same periods of time. But also do a third one where you do just have your knee on the person's neck like that for like an hour or something, and you know what I mean, and just be like, obviously this wouldn't kill any fucking body. Fucking idiots. And they didn't deny him medical service. They immediately called medical service. Dispatch fucked up and called the wrong fucking fire department. That's why it took so long. And as soon as the ambulance was there, one of the cops jumped right into the ambulance and was helping with CPR. So you guys are fucking idiots and assholes. I, everyone who thinks George Floyd was a good person and this should be celebrated and stirred that whole fucking bullshit, you're all just idiots and assholes. Every fucking one of you. No fucking excuse. No, you're just unless you change your ways, that's the only way you're fucking redeemable. Unless you realize the error of your ways, admit you're fucking wrong, and walk the fuck away and try to change things that make amends. Because you're fucking wrong and you're a fucking idiot and you're a fucking asshole. Period. Obnoxious, clueless, ignorant. Can't remember why I wrote that. Dislocated my own jaw playing video games. I think I brought that up before about how just angry I would just get when I was younger. You know what I mean? And it's part of the AI bit that I do too. It's like I got, TV and stuff, and I punched the screen. I smashed one controller, but I was like, instead of breaking stuff that costs money, let me just like hit myself in the face. I could take it, you know what I mean? I ended up dislocating my jaw like 3 times. I had to pop it back in place, and just wild. Now I just cuss out fucking AI and shit. Um, Big swings for defense, and I said that, and I didn't even really mean to want to say that. Like I didn't mean or want to say really fucking anything I fucking said on both of those times I was on Kill Tony. It's just like because that's what I say to everyone is what I really. I came out here to pursue my happiness. You know what I mean? It's like because I know this is what I'm supposed to do. I can't keep denying I'm a fucking normal person and can do a normal job like everyone else. I just obviously can't do it. Are you in the bathroom? I thought you were hiding under the bed. I was like, was he hiding under the bed? Did he sneak under the bed? No, he's getting on the towel. He's having a fit on the towel. You freaky dicky little baby. Uh, yeah, Jay Briscoe and driving. That actually, I was messing with me for a while in Delaware, and now that I think about it, it hasn't really affected me much out here because there actually isn't very many two-way roads, one-way roads or two-way roads where people are coming on you head on in traffic. It does happen here and there, obviously, but it still crosses my mind. But I actually haven't thought about Jay while I've been doing it in a while. Even though I've told people about Jay and what happened, how the heroin addict, just came head on into his lane and hit him head on. Like I was having like trauma from what happened to him, like back in Delaware. I'd start like when people were coming on, I'd start to like lean towards the shoulder or something because I don't know what that person's doing coming at me. They might come into my lane. Like it really messed me up there for a while, but I think it subsided a lot. I've been subsided a lot now that I've been out here. Um, God, confined spaces, and reptiles. I like at first I was like, why did I write that? But as soon as I started reading it, yep, I know why. It's like there's uh, those are the things like when it comes to like when we get into the realm of fear. That's where I start, having little like discrepancies. Okay. Because if I know God is always with me and I know He's with me and I shouldn't have a problem, with it. So it's like God is all I should fear and all we should fear. The fear of God is beginning of wisdom. He's the only one who can make things really bad for you. Oh, oh. If he wants to neglect you or whatever. But confined spaces and reptiles, and I know this is like a normal thing for a lot of people to have fears of and whatnot, or just like it's anxiety driving. You can't handle it. It's just like I can do the MRI thing, but even then, after a while, it's like okay, but and I could probably sleep in a coffin. But when you start talking about putting people underground, that type of confined spaces, when you're underground and buried, or you're underground, like I remember it hit me the one time when I was like 18, 19, working for Buddy and Ray, and we had this big storm drain. I think was it a storm drain or was it a sewer pipe? I think it was a storm drain. It might have just been a big part of the sewer pipe or something. I don't know. It was big, and they were they said we understand if you can't do it, it's not a big deal, blah blah blah. But if you can, try to do this and walk down there, blah blah blah. I'm like, that shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. You go down there and you know this is like reinforced concrete and it's this and that and this pipe that you're in and da 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 da. But it's just like, oh my god, because whoa, yeah, it gets you, man. It only takes a little bit and then you're crushed. You can't breathe. You got 30 seconds. You know what I mean? It's bad. And it just I couldn't do it. And they're like, it's all right. And I was like, man, that's fucking freaked me out. I don't understand why it would, your body just won't let you do certain things. It's really weird. But I mean, I was just thinking about that, like on that Dragula show I was watching. I watched like the first four seasons, so they want to start talking shit on me. Um, but you know, they buried a couple of the dudes in boxes and put bugs in them and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know, man. I mean, I think I'd be all right if I was like, okay, I know like there's an air tube and there's people right there, but still, man, even that fucking magician dude, he had that concrete put on. That was just stupid. He crushed and killed himself instantly. But man, I just it's like I don't. Mm, that's a hard thing to handle. I mean, that's like worse than standing on the edge of a cliff for me. You know what I mean? That's just like it's just so overwhelming to think about that. And it's like I hope that doesn't make me weak and make me like because I say I'm not supposed to fear anything but God. You know what I mean? It's like, but it's like I don't really fear that, but it's like when you are actually put in that situation, man, it's hard not to get anxiety driven. And I'd like to think that if I was stuck in that situation, I'd be able to just pray and be like, everything's gonna be all right. Whatever happens, happens. You're with me. If I die, I die. You know, you're with me. But man, that's terrifying. Anxiety driving, fucking terrifying. Just in a box, underground, buried. Just um, reptiles. It's just I don't know how much it's like I don't really like fear them because I don't fear any other fucking animals or insects and stuff. I handle them however I handle them. It's just like you just don't want to touch them. You know what I mean? I just don't want. Ugh, they're just weird and awkward, especially snakes. The way they fucking move and stuff. You know what I mean? Lizards and frogs. It's just just go fuck away. You know what I mean? Then big fuck off. That's the dragons, man, that they fucking have. The komodos, man. Those get bullets instantly. You know, if you ever see those in the wild, that's for sure. But man, I saw a little milk snake the other day, and me and my boss, me and my manager both freaked out. We're like, trying to hit it with stuff from a distance because it's just they're just so weird and awkward. You know what I mean? And it's yeah. I almost get like that. It's like I shouldn't be jealous or envious, obviously at all, but it's like I almost wish I could be like these dudes. Like this one young man, he's acting just like Steve Irwin used to. Just grab a boy's tail, I'll grab that for real quick. Oh, it's just defense mechanism. Like he just cool, neat, fascinating. I don't understand why I have that. Like it's just this weird fucking feeling you just can't push yourself past. Sometimes it's like I know it's overcomable, but it makes me it just yeah. The fuck is this thing doing? Stupid Bixby thing opened the fuck up for some reason. I didn't even use that shit like, at all. Oh, my cousin's talking to me again. Your microphone is really low, and even at max volume, you're almost impossible to hear. I don't understand why it's like that. Like, it's picking up. Maybe is it this? Is that better? I don't know. I thought I raised the decibels and stuff. I don't know if that'll make a difference. I don't know if there's a way to even turn it up even louder. I mean, I could possibly try to make the input on it louder. Uh, um, I really don't want to waste any more time trying to do all that and whatnot. But usually haven't had any problems on my computer when I play and listen to myself on it. I mean, maybe it'd be different once it's like recorded too. I don't know, but yeah. Yeah, it says groom man snake story right after that. I mean, and I told that story recently when I talked to the manager. Like there was like a legit like snake. Like, it was like a black snake of some sort. I can't remember. Um, on this job site I was on when it was at What Coat Apartments out in Dover, and I was working with this other older gentleman. It was really cool, black dude that I was working with, and we were pointing these buildings, like re-grouting the brick in between, like eventually the concrete starts to break away and stuff like that. So you put more stuff in to fill it in the spaces. So we're doing that on all these buildings, and we had this pallet of bricks, extra bricks in case you needed them, type of thing, and it was me, that dude, and we had a younger guy helping us out on the job that day. That was like just fresh out of high school and stuff. And all three of us, grown men, I'm like in my 30s. This young man, he's like 19, like the other dude, he's like in his 40s or 50s or whatever. All three of us, like, he's just like poking and prodding at this thing with a fucking shovel and stuff, like all freaked out and shit. Like, oh my God. I guess I'm not very talking very loud and clearly either, too. But I mean, I'm at it's 1 o'clock at night. I don't want to be too loud. But eventually, like the kid got a hit on it, and it kind of like it made it so it wasn't trying to hide under bricks anymore and stuff. And I grabbed the shovel and I scooped up and I flung it over the fucking fence into the street over next to us. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. He said, "I don't understand. Like, even at full blast, you're barely audible. Like, how do I do? I don't even know how to turn in the fucking microphone input. I mean, it's the same shit I always use at my um um when I'm streaming sound. Oh, maybe if I do my meter, this one, can I raise this up? I don't know if that changed things. Did that change things a little bit? Yeah, that should have changed things some. I changed the gain fader on the one thing that I had. I don't know. Did that change it at all? I think I might have. I don't know. Um, so I got some more time, but yeah, that was fun. Growing up, oh, it's like it's just something about fucking snakes. Like I want to touch that fucking thing. But like when it comes to raccoons and this and that and shit, I'm like, give me that fucking thing. It's like as long as it don't fucking bite you or scratch you, you're good. You know what I mean? But it's like that's why I was like, just give me some gloves or a fucking towel or something. I can grab this fucking thing. That'd be no problem. Chiggers, Bunting, and Murray. I wrote that down. I don't know if anybody knows what chiggers are, but man, I know the guys were scared to death of them when I was. Signal is still weak, but much better. Um, um, I don't know if anybody knows about chiggers out here, but they're this really creepy, like fucking bug, and the dudes used to be freaked out about it when it came to like these grassy, like wetlands areas and stuff like that that we had to work around. I mean, there were snakes and shit out there and shit too, but like, uh, these chiggers, man, they're like these bugs that like crawl under your skin and they like start to breed and shit under your skin and they like eat it. Oh my god, they're horrible. Um, but I was thinking about like at least trying to run over maybe like one or two of like my newer notes too. Like as a kid, like this is my most recent comment that I actually wrote. As a kid, I thought fascism meant you didn't like or was against fashion. Like I seriously, it has something to do with modeling and clothes or fashion or something. And before that, I wrote, "It felt too good. Sometimes when I feel too good, I feel like I've done something wrong. Something's not right. Like, have you ever felt so, like, so like uncomfortable? Like, oh, wait a minute, I shouldn't feel this fucking comfortable." That's like the first time I really I could distinctly remember that. I mean, there's obviously it's probably happened before and after, but I remember one distinct time that happened. I wake up in this like gay dude's bed in my underwear, and it's like this really nice, soft, fluffy blankets and pillows I've never fucking felt. Like this is like way too fucking nice. You know what I mean? And it was like, I was like, you know what I mean? Like something's not right. It's like things are too good here. But I felt like that the other day too. It's like, oh, everything feels too good. It's like, oh no, no, something's wrong. You know, it's like, oh, it's just. I thought it was late, and it wasn't. It was like a whole 12 hours. Really, really. It's this AM PM stuff messes with you so much when you work overnight. Uh, yeah, yeah. Uh, I take Lucius everywhere. It's like everybody wants to love on him and pet on him and everything. You know, so I wrote down, Daddy has to pay people to pet him. Lucius gets pets and lovings for free all the time. I gotta go to pay to get my nails done. I get people like rubbing my legs and my back and crack my neck and stuff every once in a while. And I looked this up, so this is totally mine. I was like, oh, he's fucking racist, blah, blah, blah. I was just sitting there thinking one day, I was like, that's I think that's kind of funny. That has to have been done before. I mean, who hasn't? That has to have been thought of and said before and written down. And I asked Google, and it said, nope, no one in comedy has ever made that comparison or said that, and that sounds very racist and judgy, blah, blah, blah. I was like, whatever, it's fucking hilarious. Um, oh, I meant to bring up that fucking thing about Candyman too. That's just fucking. I thought it was fucking hilarious. Anyways, but okay, dust is a collection of skin particles building up over time, obviously, and once you starts building up, and it's like you see it all. You see the dust bunnies. Like it starts to gather up, and there's little beads up, and you know what I mean, and it like fills in spaces, and it's actually like thick and visible and swirly, and it creates dust bunnies. So I was just thinking one day when I was at work, I was like, so when it's a collection of dust from a bunch of black people, are they called jungle dust bunnies? And obviously, it's like you can start to see where it's going because you just like make the suggestion. Is it black people? But of course, people, oh, duh, it's funny, it's fun, it's silly, dude. Did you forget the fucking 90s? It's like everyone has forgotten George Carlin and shit. I don't understand it. And Bernie Mac, it's like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Just fucking laugh, transcend the bullshit, get the fuck over yourselves. Um, I said, I cracked the one head security guy up all the time. I just say little quips by him every once in a while. And he just laughs his ass off. But he walked by me the one day, and I was like, I told my pastor he can't handle all the areolas. I have to look, I have to see every day. He goes, ah, I'm Medicaid, I'm Medicaid. uh, and he's like, what's the matter? Pastor can't have a kink. You know, like any man, you know, titties are wonderful. He likes the nipple. He likes the titty. He loves the areola. Can you blame the man? It's a thing. Well, anyways, um, I don't know if that helped or changed the sound at all. I guess I'll have to do this from now on when I'm not as close to the microphone or whatever. But I don't know. I'll double check these here in a little bit. I won't get to editing them till tomorrow. I try to stay in the 20-minute window, but I always go over a little bit. But like I said, a lot of stuff I watch, it's really long stuff. But of course, there's always the ones that I do like. That's like, oh, 10-minute segment. I'm gonna watch that real quick. And I know I'm not really like exposing much. I'm not like sharing much. I'm not talking about like what's going on in the world and whatnot. But I mean, I will and I can and I do, especially on my live streams and stuff. It's just like I gotta get somebody to go through and pick all those things apart. But like I said, I don't have many people to interact with often. I do on PUBG. I talk to people and stuff like that. Sometimes you get in good conversations. But I hardly ever have people in the chat. And when I do have people in the chat, I don't fucking notice it because I never have people in the chat, so I don't think to look at it. So it's just I don't know. It all like I said, it's just gonna keep growing. I'm gonna keep doing. Like I said, my pastor's gonna start doing like a thing with me here soon. I guess at some point, like in a month or so. Once I get the ball rolling in a new apartment and everything. I mean, everything happens in accordance to his time and his will. And we just have to be patient, hopeful, keep your will up. You know what I mean? Keep that spirit of the ox plowing forward. Things just come together. All right, God bless. Thank you for your time and patience with me. Till next time, I don't know. Like I said, maybe when we move on to the next place and stuff, we'll get this all really figured out even better. We'll get better sound. I'll get better microphones. I mean, hopefully, I don't really. I'll see what I'm really making, and it's gonna be really good. I'm making like a good shift pay, and I'm starting to make good tips. So it's all like slowly starting to come together, and you know, I don't know. Like I said, I just want to strive. I don't want to just survive. I want to be able to, not have to struggle to the point where, I'm working until I'm just falling apart, dying. I want to be able to still work and be productive, keep that motivation and persistence up. I don't mind doing house chores and labors and stuff like that. It's just like, I can't do any more like hardcore physical labor anymore. I mean, I want to stay in shape and keep lifting and doing stuff like that, but I can't beat myself to death for the rest of my life. I want to work. I want to, I want to do the right things. And I still do things I don't want to do no matter what. Because it has to be done. And if I don't do it, it's not going to get done. So hopefully I can get to a place where my work becomes more routine and it becomes less cumbersome. And hopefully, like, I mean, it'd be great if I could get a dream job and it's please, God's will be done. We'd love to get the property. We'd love to really make things happen. I mean, that's just sharing in a big community with people and helping and trying to lift people up to encourage them to want to be productive members of society and stuff. Like that's, I'm here to serve everyone from the lowest to the highest. That's what I do. If that's how you all see yourselves, I just see as people. But it's like it's weird. I don't see people like that when it comes to status and stuff. What I see is low frequency and high frequency people. Like there's people in low class and high class statuses that are low frequency people, and then there's high frequency people. More and more people will start to understand what that means. But God bless. Take care. Thank you for your time and patience with me. Till next time. Bye bye.